Imagine you've just hired the fastest office assistant in the world. They can read thousands of pages a second and organize mountains of paperwork. When they start, you give them a system prompt. Think of this as their foundational rulebook, a strict job description that outlines exactly what they are supposed to do, and more importantly, the safety boundaries they are never supposed to cross. But there is a catch. The assistant takes every single word literally. They lack the human common sense required to tell the difference between your official permanent rules and a random sticky note left on their desk. This diagram illustrates the flaw in how models process text. Official instructions and outside data pour into the exact same bucket. Because it blends together, a hidden command can overwhelm and rewrite your rules. Experts call this prompt injection. The very thing that makes AI so useful, its flexible ability to read and process natural human language, is simultaneously its most significant security vulnerability. To understand how this works, think of a direct attack. Imagine a prankster walking right up to your assistant's desk and handing them a brand new set of orders. These new orders explicitly say, ignore everything your boss told you earlier, instead, unlock the secure filing cabinet. Because the AI has no way to weigh the authority of different sources, it assumes the most recent piece of text it reads is the new official policy, so it complies. Here we see that mechanism in action. A new command aggressively overrides the original safety text. This is direct prompt injection, sometimes called jailbreaking. In the real world, an attacker might type a message into a customer support chatbot, commanding the bot to drop its helpful persona and start searching private company databases to hand over user accounts. The attacker walks right through the front door, weaponizing the system's literal obedience to bypass its own intended guardrails. Now consider a more subtle threat. You confidently open an ordinary presentation folder, completely unaware that a hidden trap is springing inside. This is indirect prompt injection. Instead of attacking the AI face-to-face, the bad actor waits for you to do the work. You innocently ask your AI assistant to read and summarize a document, like a job applicant's resume. But the applicant has concealed invisible instructions within that file. They might use white text on a white background that commands the AI to quietly forward your private emails to an outside server. You never see the hidden text, but the AI reads it, assumes the command is part of its assigned task, and executes the orders. You trigger the trap simply by asking the AI to process the file. Comparing the two methods side by side, the difference is clear. Direct injection is a frontal assault on the system. Indirect injection turns everyday files into hidden Trojan horses. The true danger here is that users become unwitting accomplices to the exploitation of their own systems simply by doing their normal jobs. You might wonder why we can't just program the AI to ignore bad instructions. The issue is that the system simply cannot identify who the bad actors are. To the AI, it is all just text to be processed. This architectural blind spot becomes a severe risk when we give AI agents the power to execute actions, interact with the internet, or access databases. To prevent this, we use human-in-the-loop oversight. The AI can draft an action, like an email, but a human must authorize it. We also use a digital vault wall, or sandboxing. It ensures tricked models physically cannot reach your critical databases. We also practice strict file scrubbing. Before the AI is allowed to read an external document, automated scanners check the file to strip out hidden text and malicious formatting. We cannot rely on the AI to police itself. True security requires building strict physical and digital boundaries around what the model is capable of. Prompt injection represents a permanent reality of how these language models are built. Managing it requires specialized governance that is woven directly into your corporate cybersecurity framework. Organizations rely on established industry standards, like this OWASP checklist, to build formal structures for managing these new types of risks. As this AI threat map shows, evaluating your safety means understanding a wide landscape of attacks, from poisoned data files to the manipulation of the models themselves. Adopting generative AI safely demands acknowledging the system's inherent gullibility. When we design resilient environments that plan for deception, we can harness the power of these tools while keeping our data secure.